Now that we have our Azure subscription ready, it's time for us to create the service that we're going to be using throughout the entire section. And so we're going to have to navigate to portal.azure.com again. This is your Azure portal. And this is where you're going to want to create all of the services that we are going to be using. And really, the only one that we're going to creating is an app service, more specifically, a mobile app service. To do that, all we have to do is click on the New button. And in here, you're going to find a Web plus Mobile option. If you select it, you're going to see all of the services that match this selection. And one of them is the mobile app. So select the mobile app, and it's in here where we are going to be creating the service. The first thing that we need is to set a name. And for this, we can select Travel Record App. And notice that to the right, we're going to see a green tick if the name is available, or if it's not, you're going to see a red icon. If it is green, then you can go ahead and select it. If it is not, then you have to change the name. And notice that a domain is actually going to be created. The URL is going to be travelrecordapp.azurewebsites.net. That's going to be the entire domain. Then you have to select in which subscription this domain is going to exist. In my case, I only have one subscription, so I select that one. In your case, you probably only have one subscription as well, so select that one too. And then we're going to be creating resource groups. And it is a good idea to create a brand new resource group. Basically, a resource group, like its name suggests, is going to be a group of resources. This means that all of the resources in the same group are going to be bound together. If we delete one resource group, all of the resources inside of the group are going to be deleted with it. And it's a very good practice to have resource group for all of the resources that have the same idea or have the same purpose, for it to be easier for you to handle updates and to handle when you want to get rid of an entire resource. So you can go ahead and select Create New and just leave the default name, which is going to match the one that you have set for the app name. The next step is to select the app service plan and location. In here, a new plan is going to be selected. If it's not, you can always create a new one. This plan is going to define how much resources is your new app service going to be using. And depending on those resources, or depending on the tier for those resources, is the amount of money that these resources are going to be spending every single month. So I am going to create a brand new app service plan. And the app service plan is going to be called Travel Record App Plan. To the location, I am going to select the closest one to where my users are probably going to be. Now, right now, the only user is going to be myself, but still, you want to select a location that is going to be closest to where most of your users are going to be. This way, the latency is going to be less. So I am going to select South Central US, and then it's in the third option where you select exactly what tier is going to be used and how much is these resources going to spend of your money every single month. So here's the list of all of the tiers, and you can see how much are these tiers going to be spending every month. And according to your settings, you're going to see the value in your local currency. What I want to select right now is the free tier. I'm not really going to have anything in here but 1 GB of storage. I won't have custom domains, no SSL support, no up to 3 instances, just one instance. And in fact, I'm going to be sharing the infrastructure with some other resources, but it is going to be free. And I suggest that you start in here. While your application is ready to be released to the public, you don't have to spend anything really. And if you do, you can always select shared, which is not free, but it's very cheap, and you are going to have custom domains available. And from there, you can start moving up. You pay more, but then you have a specific infrastructure for yourself, for your own service. And so you're going to have your own infrastructure, or your service is going to have its own infrastructure. And it's going to have more storage, custom domains, SSL support, for example, and more available instances. I will just select free, click select at the bottom, and then click OK in this new app service plan blade. I'm going to get back to the mobile app blade. I will leave application insights off, and you can choose whether or not you want to pin this to the dashboard. If you do select this, which I'm going to do, it is going to be pinned to the main section of your Azure portal. and we can click on Create. Once the service is successfully created, you will see in the notification section that the development succeeded. And if you selected to pin the resource to the dashboard, you're going to see it in this section. We can select it, and you're going to be navigated to your app service. Now, before we connect this to our Xamarin Forms application, we have to create a table itself, because currently there are no tables. So now that we have the service, in the next lecture, we're going to do exactly that.